My husband comforted my sister after she set me up to be assaulted. Then I died. Now I've been given a second chance on Christmas Day. My sister calls all excited. She says she's got a huge gift for me and I gotta come home to get it. I was so stoked I practically flew to her place. I opened the front door and instead of a party, tears like 7 or 8 dudes totally wasted. They grabbed me. They did things I can't even talk about. I was screaming, crying, begging to call the cops, but my husband just slaps me hard like a bunch of times. You are gonna call the cops? Are you kidding me? You've already embarrassed me enough. Just get out, he yells. Then my mom jumps in siding with him and my sister screaming, we don't have trash like you in this family. I lost it. I walked out, everything felt empty. I was crossing the street and the semi-truck just slammed into me. The next thing I know, I'm waking up. It's Christmas Day again, my phone buzzes. It's a text from my sister Lindsay, okay? Don't say I never do anything for you, Brit. You got me that gold pendant for Christmas, so I had to get you something. Come get your gift. It's at home waiting for you. Her voice is all bubbly happy. Don't say I didn't warn ya. It's something you've always wanted but would never splurge on. You're gonna be so surprised. Her voice echoed in the room, the heat blasting from the vents. I instinctively touched myself, looked in the mirror at my reflection, and pinched myself hard. Tears streamed down my face. It hurt. I started laughing, then I started crying again. I curled up in a ball in the corner, just hugging myself. It took a good 15 minutes for it to really sink in. I'd been given a second chance. Lindsay texts me again. You gonna come get it or what? Don't blame me if I take it for myself. You've been warned. She whines. I remembered the last time Christmas. My dear sister Lindsay blew up my phone after my nap saying she had a Christmas gift for me at her place. She said it was something I really wanted, but could never bring myself to buy. I thanked her a million times and rushed over. But when I opened the door, it wasn't a surprise waiting for me. It was those guys, these creepy, disgusting drunk men who were all over me. They dragged me inside. They held me down and did unspeakable things for hours. I fought and screamed and threatened them. My sister's coming home any minute. When she finds out, she's calling the cops. And you'll all be in jail for life, I cried, but they didn't care. My threats just made them mad. They didn't just hurt me. They burned me with cigarettes, spat on me. They told me to shut up. You are just a used up piece of trash. You think you are something special. I bit my lip, kept fighting and prayed Lindsay would come back. I expected her to save me so those monsters would get what they deserved, but she never came. Those guys took turns hurting me for 3 hours from dusk till dark. No one came home. I was the one who got up, put on my clothes, and went back to my place. And then I was going to call the cops. That's when I ran into Matt, my husband, my mom, and Lindsay coming home. They were laughing and talking when they saw me. Matt looked me up and down, saw my ripped clothes and messy hair, and just said, "What did you do?" Seeing my family was a relief from the fear. I ran to Matt sobbing. I told him everything and said I have to call the cops. Those guys have to pay for what they did. I needed him to understand. I wanted my mom and sister to feel bad for me, to give me love. I just needed them to be on my side. But instead, Matt backhanded me across the face. My face was already swollen. He hit me so hard that my nose started bleeding. I looked at him shocked. You are gonna call the cops? Are you kidding me? You've already embarrassed me enough. Just get out. I turned to my mom and Lindsay. My mom told me to shut up. It's your fault, she spat. Why would they do it to you if you are innocent? It's your fault. I showed them my cigarette burns. I was hurt. Why would you do this? You aren't my mother. I looked to Lindsay and you set me up. I lost it. My mom grabbed my hair. Don't you talk to your sister like that. Just get out of here. She dragged me out. I saw Lindsay being comforted by Matt. I had no idea, she said. My husband comforted her. It's not your fault.